given by United States Marshals. 4 6-year-olds and the little girls came in preschool. No violence, but plenty of vocal abuse from segregationist spectators outside. Negro spectators applauding in The federal marshals made sure no harm came to the children or their parents as they entered and left school. And the noise wasn't all one side to see that integration took place without trouble. Grades of 2 New Orleans elementary schools. And under pressure of the
Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Glory, hallelujah.
Welcome, Miss Lou. This is our home. Have a seat right here.
Thanks so much. Good to see you again.
No, thank you. The pleasure is all mine.
I have some refreshments if you would like some.
No, thank you. Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me. This is a big day. 6 years in making we have all been waiting for. Can you believe that McDonald 19 and those other schools remain segregated, being stubborn with the U.S. Supreme Court's decision in Brown versus Board of Education?
Wasn't it 1954 when this went into law?
Yes, sir. Now, isn't that absurd? But it takes the brave souls like you and other families chosen that we will get our just due.
Now, Miss Lou, with all due respect, of course, how will we be so sure that our baby will be safe? You know, we're just so worried.
Yeah, we've been questioning if it's even worth it. As parents, we're supposed to hold the constant safe space for our kids, but a part of us just feels like we're throwing our baby girl off to the wolves.
Listen, you have every right to feel these feelings. As a mother, I completely understand. The climb to the mountaintop may be tough at times, but trust me when I say it is well worth it. Now, I'm not one to make any promises, but what I will guarantee is the safety of your daughter, okay?
Okay.
Now, where's this pretty little Leona?
I'll go grab her.
Ooh, look at the time. It's almost time for us to get going. The marshal should be here soon.
Here she is. Leona, say hi to Miss Lou. Now, this is the wonderful woman who provided all those beautiful dresses for you.
Hi, Mrs. Lou. Thank you for the beautiful dresses.
You are so welcome, my dear. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I've heard such wonderful things about you. And I also hear that you're a little nervous. But that's okay. A new school, a new environment, unfamiliar faces, new people. It's understandable. But the good news is, you won't be going alone. There are 2 other beautiful brown-skinned girls just like you who will be joining you today. Now, did your parents tell you that out of 137 black kids who applied, only 5 were chosen? And guess what? You were one of the lucky 5. I'm here on behalf of the NAACP. Have you heard of it?
No, ma'am.
Well, it stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Basically a big name for people who make sure you have everything you need. And we've been working so hard for so long for your special day that's finally here. And Miss Luke is going to hold your precious little hands all the way. I think I might just adopt you as my goddaughter. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now give Miss Luke a hug.
Okay, come here, little girl. Now listen to Daddy. There's going to be a lot of mad people out there. A lot of people that don't want you there. But me and your mom taught you well enough to know who you are. I don't want anything they say to go in one ear and come out right out the other. You hear me?
Yes, Daddy. But you and Mama not coming?
We'll be there, but you won't see us, but we'll be there. I love you.
Oh, I love you so much. Look, now when you get in the car, put your back to the seat and don't put your face in the window. I'm so cold. You and I love you so much.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Miss Myers, why are they all screaming and yelling? They look so angry. Why are they so angry?
Are they gonna break through the window to get in and get us?
Get us?
I don't want them to get us.
What are you talking about? Wait, you don't mean those people on our side are mad at us for being here? But I didn't do nothing.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Miss Luke. Good morning.
Hello, girls. Hi, Mrs. Myers. You all look so pretty in your dresses. This is Leona. She'll be joining your class.
Girls, manners, get up, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tessie. And Leona.
And I'm Gail.
Hi, I'm Leona. Nice to meet you.
Okay, wonderful girls. Go ahead, have a seat. We'll start by writing your first and last name on the tag for your desk. I'm going to be standing outside with Miss Lou for a second. Do not get out your seat and especially don't go to the window.
Yes, ma'am. Your parents bought you a paper bag to lunch? Well, look what my parents got me. Man, this day sure isn't going how I thought it would. When we drove up, so many people were outside. I thought it was a Mardi Gras parade.
Yeah, I felt like something was about to happen. Something big. Shorter recesses than all the other kids in our class. Time spent working one-on-one with the teachers and all the extra homework.
That happened to you too? One day, my friend and I were walking home from school when I saw my mom walking out the front door with Miss Luke. She said she was from the NAACP. I forgot what it stands for.
Oh yeah, NAACP. That stands for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
Yeah, that. She came to my house to tell me that I was one of the highest scoring students in our district. And that meant that qualifies me to go to an all-new high school called McDonald. I guess this is it. Up until that point, I had only dreamed of what it would be like to everything new, bigger, and all around better. But this is not a dream, more like a nightmare.
Well, wise and wise, I tell you what my papa told me. Do what you're told, don't get into any trouble, and try to stay under the radar if you can.
Well, seeing we're the only black ones around here, I'd say that's kind of hard.
Hey, you, come here. Come here. Sometimes, I just think that Tessie like to hear the own sound of her voice.
Have a seat, lady, so we can begin. My name is Miss Myers, and I will be your teacher for this year, or until I won't. Now, moving forward, it is important to adhere to all of my instructions. Tessa, you heard me clearly state to not go up to that window, and that goes for all of you. Under no circumstance are you to get out of your seat without permission, and especially don't go up to the window. There are rules and procedures in place to ensure your safety, and apparently mine. Now, ladies, I will not sugarcoat things with you. Yes, although you are in the first grade, in order for me to fully engage you as your teacher, You must know everything about this situation that we found ourselves in. There are a lot of people out there who do not want you at McDonald 19. A bunch of angry individuals who do not wish you to be here because of your skin color. A bunch of those people are who you hear outside. But do not think I'm gonna be easy on you because of your skin color with your lessons. I made a commitment to all of my students to teach them the full of my abilities years ago, and I will continue to do just that. You must learn to be individual thinkers who thinks for themselves and not what people told them to think. Yes, you are black, but in addition, you are little black girls who are gonna become black women. Consider yourself the first, and with being the first, that means you're gonna make history, ladies. And years from now, they'll speak of Leona Tate, Gil Etienne, and Tessie Prevost, and history will show that you showed up, you stood up, and you did your best. And who knows, maybe one day this very building you're in, you even own it. That was my speech today. We're gonna read silently. There is a new book in there called Green Eggs and Ham.
Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Oh, yes, Lord. Sometimes I'm almost to the ground. Oh, yes, Lord. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Oh, yes, Lord.
On the same day that Ruby Bridges walked into an all-white school, 3 other little black girls made the same courageous move and also helped desegregate New Orleans public schools. At this time at the historic McDonough 19. Tonight, only on WDSU, Christina Watkins tells us how the former school that once didn't welcome those black girls now has their name on it.
On November 14th, 1960, 6-year-old Leona Tate, Gail Etienne, and Tessie Prevost walked up the steps into the all-white historic McDonough 19 Elementary School in the lower 9th Ward. 3 little black girls surrounded by groups of white people, spitting, cursing, throwing rocks. 60 years later, Leona Tate reflects on that day.
When I arrived here, well, we were driven by the U.S. Marshals, and we came in from the rear of the building. So when we got to St. Claude and turned on St. Claude, all I could see was mobs of people. Police on horseback, pulling the crowd back.
Not fully understanding what was going on, they walked into the building and took a seat right outside the principal's office.
We must have sat on that bench half of the day. Once we got placed in the classroom, I can remember trying to speak to a white student. And it was like I was invisible. She didn't answer, she didn't look my way, she didn't do anything. Parents started pulling their children out of school. All of the white parents started coming in, like a whirlwind.
You took your boy out the first day?
No, I didn't send him Monday.
Oh, you didn't send him at all?
Government Day set a holiday, and I did abide by him.
By 3 o'clock, we were the only 3 students in this building, and that lasted for a year and a half.
Tate said they all put those trying days in the back of their heads for a while. They didn't talk about it. But in junior high, Tate said it hit her. And since then, she's worked to find ways to move forward, to create educational opportunities for her community. And she's doing just that. 60 years later, the building she couldn't eat or drink in, the building where white parents didn't want their kids around black children, is now owned by Tate's Foundation. And it's named after them, called the Tate ATM Prevost Center, or TEP Center for short. In it will be an educational facility to promote civil rights and to help dismantle systemic racism.
I know a lot of hate was started here, you know, and I really feel like it needs to end here. You know, we need to have some dialogue here.
In New Orleans, Christina Watkins, WDSU News.
Happening tomorrow, all four will be recognized at a private ceremony at Gallier Hall. Each are expected to receive a distinguished proclamation and a key to the city of New Orleans.